Tyson, for all the external things that have happened to him, as Michael Spinks is now also here.
Well, I think that really is a big part of this fight. Is the turmoil in his private life affecting Mike Tyson's ability to fight at his peak? And that question will be answered Monday night, and we can talk all we want about it, but we just don't have the answer until we see him in the ring. I don't think that Mike Tyson, once the bell rings, is going to be affected by this. I really think that he will be able to fight close to his peak, and I think that'll be enough for him to retain his title. But let me just make one other point, if I could, Al. We saw a graphic there that said undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson. There are people who dispute the fact that he's heavyweight champion. There are people who say that because Michael Spinks won his title by beating the champion Larry Holmes, and he never lost it in the ring, he only lost it because he was stripped by the sanctioning bodies, that Michael Spinks is, in fact, remains the heavyweight champion of the world. Ring Magazine, a very respected magazine, says that. Boxing Illustrated, another respected magazine, says that. So there are still some people, especially the boxing purists, who do dispute Mike Tyson's heavyweight championship.
Okay, let's go to the scales.
The man recognized by Ring Magazine as the current heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Spinks.
That is the voice of ring announcer Michael Buffer. Butch Lewis is in the red leather jumpsuit.
You guys gonna stay now?
Okay.
You get it up?
That's a quarter. 212 and a quarter. Okay, Michael Spinks, 212 pounds and 1/4.
This will be the heaviest that Michael Spinks has ever fought at. His average weight as a heavyweight, 203 and a half. His highest weight as a heavyweight, 208 3/4. His lowest, 200. So he moves up and has gained an awful lot of weight.
Yeah, and that's really surprising to me. I thought he might come in the heaviest of his career, but not 212. He's going to be very close to Mike Tyson. Wait.
The current undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson.
This theater is absolutely jammed.
Watch him, Bill. Let me see. Please. 18 and a quarter.
Excuse me. Michael Tyson, 218 pounds and 1/4.
He's lost an awful lot of weight from the 231 he had when he came into camp about 6 weeks ago, 218 and a quarter.
Right, let's move over now.
That's about 3 pounds less than the highest weight he has fought at as a heavyweight, the lowest being 215 and 3/4. So the weights have been recorded. We have seen very little of the Muhammad Ali taunting, chanting, flowers, poetry, and so forth. These men are very businesslike as they arrive and step onto the scales at Trump Plaza today. So there you have it, the weigh-in, and in a moment we hope to have live conversations with Mike Tyson and Michael Spinks. The selection of the gloves for this fight, they will be 10 ounces, and they will be used quite frequently, we believe, tomorrow night in the Convention Center, Monday night in Atlantic City. We'll be back in a moment. Evander Holyfield, Olympic champion, and now the undisputed world cruiserweight champion. Now, your plans must include the bronze medalist in the Olympics. Your plans must include a move up to the heavyweight division and one of these two in the future.
Most definitely. My campaign is July 16th. Quick till it's my first heavyweight contention. I think the winner of this fight could be farther down the line for me.
Now, Evander, I just spoke to Don King a moment ago, and I said, what is the potential of an Evander Holyfield, Michael Tyson, or Michael Spinks fight? He said, maybe bigger than this, maybe through the roof. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that give me a big boost, but
I'll say.
Yeah, the main thing is to take each and every fight one at a time and to do the best I possibly can, and maybe that will come true.
What are your feelings about this particular fight? Michael Spinks hasn't fought in a year. Mike Tyson has had some outside influences on his life that may have affected him.
Well, I think it's going to be a very good fight because you have two good champions. I think the fight will be determined by which man fight his fight. I think Tyson's a very, very good aggressive fighter. I think if he gives Spinks any kind of respect, then Spinks can more like opponent.
What are the things that you respect about the both of them, even though you'd have to have an antagonistic relationship with either one of them should you get in the ring with them?
Well, I respect, on Tyson's behalf, I respect his punching power and his ability and what he brought back to boxing. A very good champion. He had proven that he was the best, and he fought everybody that really wanted to fight him, and he has proven that as a heavyweight right now that no one can handle him. And Spinks has proven that he's a good fighter. He moved up from light heavyweight, and he was able to defeat Larry Holm and beat Cooney and this other guy, Taps Tank, I think that's spell his name. He has proven that he's a worthy opponent for Tyson. I think this fight here was proof that who is the legitimate heavyweight champion of the world.
Okay, Evander, thank you very much. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay. Michael Spinks there in Trump Plaza now with a hat on. Mike Tyson has, I believe, gone up to his dressing room, and we're scheduled to talk to him in a moment. The Tyson, if you think a younger fighter is better by a decade. The weight, only 6 pounds. The height by a couple of inches, and the reach, 5.5 inches, favoring Michael Spinks. So the tale of the tape now complete with the weigh-in here at Trump Plaza in Atlantic City here today. We are still waiting to talk to Michael Tyson, and we hope to do that in a moment in Atlantic City.
Thank you, Al. We're here with Mike Tyson. First, Mike, your reaction to your weight.
I feel great. I expected to come in at that much. I worked out today, and after working out today, I was 216. And so I said, I'm going to go home. And then before the weigh-in, I ate a little bit before I came out.
With all the craziness of the past months, is it really possible for you to be 100% mentally and physically prepared for this fight?
I'm ready to roll. Great shape physically and mentally.
But is it possible for you to prepare, put in the time and your conditioning with all the things going on? Is it really possible for that to be there?
Let me put it this way. I put in the 7 weeks, the 8 weeks, whatever, you know, to get into shape. And let me tell you, you know what I mean? I'm the kind of guy, I don't put forth the effort for nothing. So I'm not going to put forth so much effort and let it go all to waste.
You're a student of boxing history, and you know how many great fighters have destroyed their boxing careers with letting their personal lives intrude. Are you in any danger of letting it happen to your career?
Hey, you know what I mean? I started off my personal life, you know what I mean? It's chaotic in general, you know, it started off that way. So what can I say, you know what I mean? I don't take it serious, you know what I mean? The great deal of it, I think, is fun and it's great. But, you know what I mean? Most people let it overwhelm them, like the public in general. They're more overwhelmed than I am.
Which fight in your mind do you think will be tougher, the battle behind the scenes or the fight in the ring?
And everything will be taken care of, I'm sure of. I'm just looking forward to taking care of Mr. Spinks.
Speaking of the fight itself, what kind of a fight do you expect him to fight?
Well, it doesn't matter. Whatever fight he has, you know what I mean, there's nothing going to save him.
You're not expecting anything specifically from him?
No, perhaps he'll run or try to give me some cute move, be awkward, but I'm prepared for everything. I trained for 7 weeks, and I had the most awkwardest sparring partners. And what can I say? I'm just ready to go.
In your mind, do you beat a Michael Spinks fighting a contained fight, or do you just go right after him winging power punches with both hands?
Well, you know, I have to be constant, you know what I mean, as I am in all my fights. Just sustain a lot of pressure and punch to the body.
3 years ago, Michael, you made $500 in your pro debut in Albany, New York, and on Monday night you're going to make somewhat in excess of $20 million. Did you ever dream there would be days like this for you?
Well, I never really thought about the big purses. I always was concerned with where there's success, there's money, and as long as you're successful, you make money. And if you didn't think about the money, you didn't have to worry about it. It's like being in a race, and the winner of the race makes $1 million, and you see a $500,000 gold piece, and you stop to pick it up, and people pass you, and you miss the big money. So, you know...
You certainly haven't missed any big money.
Well, like I say, you know, my main objective is winning.
Let me ask you one final question. Is fame and fortune all that it's cracked up to be?
Not at all. Not at all.
It hasn't been...
No, what Cus told me is not what you think it is. You know what I mean? You think about you're going to be famous, you know what I mean? People are going to know you all your life and everything. But the main objective is once something negative happens to you, people forget about you. People don't want to be around you no more, as long as you don't have that, quote, aura around you.
You said something to me when you were training a few weeks ago. You said if Cus was still here, none of this would be going on, meaning the distractions in your private life. What did you mean by that?
Well, I just know that because Cus, in his very crude but sophisticated way, because it was only sophisticated because of the end result. He got what he wanted, and what everybody else wanted, to have peace of mind. Yes, it just wouldn't have happened.
Michael, the best of luck to you on Monday night. Let's go back to Al Trautwig.
Thank you.
All right, Alex, let me tell you what happened today in the theater in terms of interest in the media, and excitement and anticipation was overwhelming. If the fight is half this good, it should be memorable. Just to recap, Mike Tyson's weight, 218 1/4. Michael Tyson was less than that by a few pounds. We'll continue our live coverage from Atlantic City, New Jersey in a moment on ABC's Wide World of Sports.
Mike Tyson about